Kevin. I am coming to do a review of the Angel Guide Oracle deck by Kyle Gray. Let's see, there you go. I got an email a few days ago inviting me to order or pre-order, along with a lovely meditation that came with the order. And I got them in the mail yesterday. So I thought I would do a video and go through my thoughts and impressions of these cards and do a quick self-reading. So a little bit before I go deep into these cards, while I am a medium, my impressions usually come from spirit guides and typically souls that have passed into spirit. And I haven't done a great deal of angel work, although I do firmly believe that we do have angels here and on the other side protecting us, coming to us. And I do believe that, you know, in order to have the angels come around and work with us, we have to open ourselves up and invite them in. So I was intrigued when I received the invitation to order these cards, more so because I hadn't been, or I'm not familiar with angel cards. I've heard of them. I have friends that use different types of angel cards, but I myself had not been drawn to them until I got this email. So the first thing I love about these cards is the artwork by Jennifer Hawkyard. I mean, the colours and just so much detail in them that every single card tells a story, at least it does for me, without having to really reference the book. I also like how very simple this guidebook is. Very well put together. It's not too terribly complicated, and I wonder if that's not deliberate to make it easier for people to work with. So let's get right to it. Kyle suggests, or the author of the guidebook suggests, to make a connection with the cards, to simply open them up. And obviously when I got these cards, opened the box up, there was an image facing me. It wasn't this image, it was another image initially. I can't remember what the image was, but it struck me as being very colourful and just invited me in. I wanted to look at more. So even without picking the book up and reading anything about how to go about connecting with the cards, I started being enthralled by these photos or these paintings. Like this one, Blessings in Abundance. It's just so much going on. The other part for me that spoke to me, that drew me in, was there's no number and there is not a name for each one of these angel cards. That's intriguing because for me, my impression is it allows the reader to form their own relationship, their own opinion, and gather direct messages, I believe, from angels and from spirits to read from. So that was just fantastic as far as how easy it would be to get impressions. So it led me to think, you know, this would be perfect, or a perfect deck for somebody who is either new to spirituality and would like some confidence in doing readings, or even those who are seasoned psychics and mediums that have used another form of reading and been on a journey with another medium, if you will, would get into these and could use this as a way to further illuminate the connection with spirit. So I went through each one of these, studying them, looking at them, just first impressions, not necessarily attaching myself or any opinion, just loving the artwork, the colour, just the detail in it. Then I turned the lid of the box over, and to my delight was this lovely prayer behind the front cover. And it says, "Thank you, angels, for reminding me of your presence and for revealing to me what I need to know. I am willing to listen and receive, and so it is." So right there, in the very beginning, without even going through the treatment, I like to call them treatments, of making a personal connection with the card, you have this open prayer that's talking about being willing to listen and receive messages and being grateful and thankful for it. So that is another big, huge plus for me. Lovely box, just nice and sturdy. I like the packaging of these oracle cards. They're just well built. They're just well made. They're not, cheap and flimsy. So in the book, it's very well detailed. The deck is explained on page 6. Connectings on page 7. Introduction talks about why divine beings standing by and waiting, and we have to ask them in, and angels traditionally known as the messengers of God, which I just like how all that comes together. It was very simple, easy reading. So with that said, I'll go through what it says about connecting with the cards. I think any time that you connect with spirit world, it's a very personal connection. Every single person has a different connection with the spirit world. So that's why these cards are so lovely, because they're not leading you down anyone's pathway. It's allowing fun and light and air and just a beautiful, delightful, uplifting relationship with these cards. So let me get to page 7 where it's connecting with the cards. So the first time you use the deck, take some time to go through the cards one by one and get a feeling for the message and the imagery, which I did that automatically. So it seems like it's a given. Then hold the cards close to your heart and visualize golden light around you. See this angelic light swirling around you, clearing your energy, clearing the energy of the cards. Ask the angels to bless your cards and help you work with them accurately. And then there's a suggested prayer, which is, again, simple, easy. It's not convoluted. Prayer goes like this: Divine angels of light, thank you for blessing me with your presence and for blessing these cards with your light, so that I can use them as a tool of spiritual growth and to connect to divine guidance. Thank you for being here and for revealing to me what I need to know. I set the intention that this deck will act as a bridge that brings us together for the highest good and in the presence of love. And so it is. Very simple. I've always wondered why the connection to God, Spirit and angels, sometimes in traditional religion, has always been so complicated and convoluted. As a little boy, it put me off because I didn't understand it. My grandmother, who is in spirit, who I talk to quite a bit, always said that she was so special that God came to her house, she didn't have to go anywhere. She just simply got quiet, turned all the distractions off, and sat in her chair and closed her eyes, and then God would come and talk to her. I felt like that was genius. I remember being, I don't know how old, asking her, well, how do you do that? She'd just sit quietly, get quiet, ask God to come. Pretty simple. All right, so I'm going to switch the camera over so you can see what is happening. There we go. So let's light a candle just to be, just to pull it in, make it look nice in here. There we go. It's a little golden candle. And I have a feather that I use a lot. This feather, I'm not even sure what kind of feather it is. Might be an owl feather, a hawk feather. Showed up one day in my yard about a year and a half ago, and I picked it up. I use it with a lot of my spiritual work, so we'll just set that candle over here to the side a little bit. I always keep a singing bowl around, so that I can just, I don't know, tune in if you like. So I'm just going to repeat this prayer. Thank you, angels, for reminding me of your presence and for revealing to me what I need to know. I am willing and to listen and receive. So it is. So to shuffle, if you have small hands, you can do them long ways, like this. They're simple. I like how the backs of them are slidey, which actually can create jumpers. I've seen that on a couple of Kyle's videos. They've got jumpers. The other way to shuffle is just literally mix them all up, put them all back together. I don't know if there's any really which way to shuffle. Sometimes I just like to cut the deck. I use my dominant hand, which in my case is my left hand. Split the cards apart, put them back together. Do that a couple of times. Here we go. And then very simple, very simple. There's a example in this guidebook of a 3-card reading. It's upside down. Well, maybe it is. There you go. 1, 2, 3. And then on the other page, there is a 9-card reading. Again, I was so delighted and impressed by the fact that this 9-card reading looks like a telephone keypad. So you don't have to worry where the numbers go. So ingenious. And the way, they lay them out in rows, like the cards 1, 2, and 3 on the top represent the home and the family. 4, 5, and 6 in the middle represents relationships and romance. And 7, 8, 9 on the bottom is career and purpose. Isn't that really what everybody wants to know when they're coming to the cards? If you want to read it diagonally, you can take number 1 that represents strength, and you can take number 5 in the middle that represents the heart, what's in the heart, and the number 9, the challenge. Obviously, if you're going to do a quick daily reading, just pull 1 card. If you want to do a simple 3-card spread, which I think is just really simple, and it's like a favorite. People got a question about something, which everybody does. They need some guidance. Card number 1 is the strength you have at the time now that you're in, and what's in your favor. And then card number 2 are the blessings and the gifts that are in your heart and how these align with your soul. And then the final one is any challenges or obstacles or things you need to be aware of in your life, or guidance that you need to focus on in order to achieve what it wants, or if it's peace, you're asking for the peace that you want. So all very simple, all very easy. All right, so let me do a 3-card spread for myself. I've already shuffled them. I'm just going to spread them out, and I'm just going to sort of go with what which ones come out. No one's jumping out. Oh, there's one. I think that one is one I sort of like. Let's just make a big mess. I like doing. Oh, there's 2 and 3. See how they just jumped up and said, "Listen, this is what we're going to do." So we'll put that as 2, and we'll put that as number 3. I have done a few fun readings with different types of cards, not really professionally for people, just to see if I had a connection with them. But I have to say, honestly, there's another deck I have a connection with, and that would be Colette Baron Reid's Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. I like that one a lot. That's more of a journey, a meditation focus. These could be too, but I was immediately drawn to these cards and immediately drawn to the energy of these angels. All right, so let's see, 1, 2, and 3. So we turn the cards. So here's how you lay them on. Number 1 would go on the bottom, number 2 would go in the middle, and number 3 would go on the top. So when you turn the cards over, here they go. Number 1, angel and angelic protection. Okay, so I talked about when I first opened this box and the card, there was an image, I couldn't remember it. This was the image, the angel protection card. And then number 2 that just popped out, it just basically says no. And then number 3, expect miracles, is the third one that came out, which would be, what would I be up for? That's in the position of things to focus on, things I need to be aware of, things I need to think about getting. And it's quite delightful that here's an image of basically an angel. You see the wings and you see the beautiful face and the gorgeous heart and all of this detail. It's as if the universe is saying, listen, you're going to shine bright like a diamond, and we're going to just shower you with gifts, expecting miracles. So I'm really delighted with this. I'm not really bothered about, it says here no, it's in the position of what's showing up in my heart, or what's in my heart. And what this says, it's quite delightful and very accurate, because oftentimes I get in my own way. I don't have a lot of confidence when it comes to trusting myself or confidence in believing in my abilities to do things. So this clearly is basically saying, no, that's just not on. You closing your heart off, you've got to open your heart up, you've got to be more willing to step forward and take your place. The angelic protection being in the place of strength, that's speaking to the fact that no matter what happens, what's going on, where I am, where I find myself, as long as I keep a connection with the angels, then nothing can possibly go wrong. That I've got a team of angels working for me for my highest good, and all I've got to do is lean in and let it all unfold. That's my impression. That's my interpretation straight out of the box, the very first 3 card reading for myself. Now I want to go through what these meanings are. So just to see, I don't know if they're right. Let's see where there we go. Angelic protection, page 20. Here we go. Your message. A brilliant light of protection is around you at this time. Angels are guiding and guarding you and want you to know that you're safe, whether you're feeling worried about physical, emotional, or spiritual harm or not. This card is confirming that you have spiritual protection. Your angel guide is supporting you and leading you towards positive experiences and outcomes. If you have decisions to make or opportunities to take, and you are unsure what to do, know that this card is bringing you comfort and support. The angels are with you. You only need a prayer from you in order to swoop in and guide you. I should probably point out that I rescue dogs, and one of my more mature dogs yesterday went to the vet, and it was revealed that he has diabetes. His blood sugar was off the charts. So I sat in their driveway at the vet's office and prayed for guidance, prayed for help, prayed for the supplies, prayed for the money to help cover it, because I'm sure it's not going to be a walk in the park when it comes to the bill. He has to stay until Friday to get his sugars leveled out. Bless him, he's nearly 10, but he's just been literally such a trooper. And I've had him since he was maybe 4 or 5. He was at a rescue group, and the rescue had him up for adoption several times, but he kept coming back. 2 homes went to, and I just couldn't resist. That just pulls at my heartstrings, that people just can be so unkind, sometimes cruel. It works in favours for people who get to adopt wonderful animals, but I'm digressing. Right, next card, the no. This is intriguing me, because now I'm thinking, well, what's no? I'm sure. All right, this is on page 74, so it's towards the end. And I like that these aren't numbered, so they don't go in a sequence or in an order, so you really can't mess it up. Let's see. Your message. Your angels are drawing close at this time to help you recognize the answer to the question on your mind is no. Don't know what the question would be. This is not the time to proceed. I'm not sure what I would be proceeding with. So it's a bit confusing. You may want to, but you are being encouraged to see beyond the current situation and understand that following through on your ideas, you may have a negative effect on the whole course of your life. Angels are swooping in because they want to save the day and save you a lot of heartache from the choice that is not heart-centered. If you are feeling upset or annoyed by this guidance, this is okay. You are allowed to have an emotional response, but in truth, there will be a part of you that already knows what you are considering isn't the best use of your energy. I'm going to really have to think about that, because I'm not sure. Yes, I can certainly get myself into trouble. I think one of the things, and I'll admit that this COVID quarantine shut up and thing has taught me, is financial management. So, but I'm not making any big, huge financial decisions other than paying for the dog. So we'll see. The only other decision I was going to say was it did come up yesterday regarding finances, and I think it was about consolidating debts and taking one loan with a lower interest to pay off the others. But this is clearly saying no, and I could think of that's the only one that I could think of that the angels are basically saying absolutely not. I'm going to pull one more card and see if that's the question at the heart of it all. And then the final outcome, expect miracles. Let's see what this is. 44. Okay, about halfway through. There we go. 43, 44. Miracles occur naturally. They are always ready to unfold. Your angels are encouraging you to prepare yourself for them now. A miracle doesn't have to be an extravagant change in circumstances. It can simply shift energy that creates a wave of love in your life. If you need something positive to happen, or you are praying hard for something, this card brings you a message that something exciting and healing is about to unfold. In order to help this along, you are being guided by your angels to recognize and honor your own worth. Realize that you are absolutely worthy of miracles, and they will unfold in your life. Your entire life has been brought together by miracles. They are happening all the time, and the miracle that you need isn't a difficult one, because in the hands of the divine, anything is possible. All right then, my friends, let me go over to the other. There we go. So I have to say, other than the confusion of the middle card, the no card, which I don't know if that was really that confusing. I think it was more, I think it was more like, don't make any rash decisions. Don't go doing something off the charts. Or in my case, reacting emotionally to a situation. And I could feel like that might be pretty appropriate. I love the angelic protection that no matter what, I've got angels that are going to help me. And I like expect miracles. The expect miracles, when I read the description, really does land for me, because I've never known exactly how things have transpired and turned out for me. They always have. I have never known how anything's going to work out, and it always does. I have some fear, or I did when I was younger, but when I start seeing how things just work out the way they work out, I'm no longer really worried. So, final impressions of these cards. I absolutely love them. I am going to do a lot more work with them. I'm going to use them on a daily basis. My intention is to offer some readings with them, because I really feel like these just bring me joy. They just bring me lightheartedness, and yeah, all good. I hope that you've enjoyed this little review. Thank you so much for tuning into this. If you like this and you want to see more, please consider liking and subscribing to this channel so I can get more people involved. Thanks so much. You have a great day. Bye.